Welcome to the weekend report. I'm going to give you the rundown of the quite intense energy of this weekend. Very much about the conversations that need to be had because the moon is in Gemini. So let's have a look and wait around. Look, I've got this beam of light today. That is, I think the guides are hanging out with us today. So I will wait a little bit to see who comes on. Saturday morning. It's one of those in bed, possibly sports for the kids. Good morning. What's going on? Hey, Sally. Where are you? Hey, Kathy. How are you? Nice to have you here. All right, we've got some pretty intense energy here today, Kathy. Venus has just gone into Aquarius and she is now cohabitating. She's snuggled up to Pluto. Good morning, Kay. How are you? So yeah, I don't know about you ladies, but there's definitely some intense conversations that need to be had this weekend. All right, so we have Venus at 0 degrees of Aquarius. All right, so she's come down out of the boardroom. She's taken off her power suit and she's now in a totally different outfit. All right, so what would I put her in now? A bit of a hippie vibe. Oh, that's excellent, Kay. Yeah, she's wearing tie dyed now, or maybe not tie dye, but you know, maybe she's wearing a silver onesie. A bit futuristic, a little bit left field, a little bit weird. She's flying her freak flag now proudly, but she's sitting right there with Pluto. So there's some deep transformation happening. And during the week, I was talking about the fact that, when she was in Capricorn, she was finishing off all of the contracts. It was very much, very traditionally Saturnian. But when she goes into Aquarius, good morning, Louise, she's now renegotiating contracts because Aquarius looks totally different to Capricorn. Instead of being corporate focused and how are we going to make the money for for the institution, for the government, for the governing body, now she's on the ground and looking at the community and she's like, oh, this is not working. All right. So she's standing there with Pluto right now and Mars is on the other side. And she's very much what needs to happen, what needs to change for this community spirit to be more loving. All right. And, with Venus in Aquarius, she is very emotionally detached because she's looking at the bigger issue rather than just the immediate profit that can be gained. Good morning, Jay. So essentially, she's renegotiating contracts. All right, now there is a beautiful trine, so a very harmonious, helpful aspect with the Gemini moon. So Venus moved into Aquarius at 3 a.m. and then at 6 a.m. or 6:40 a.m. the moon moved into Gemini. So they're both at 0 degrees. So this is why I said today you must speak the words, the ones that cannot remain unsaid, because Pluto is also at that 0 degree trining the moon in Gemini. So now during this whole day we have the moon trine Venus, trine Mars, and trine Pluto, because those three are together at that 0 to 2 degrees of Aquarius. All right, so there are loving conversations and direct transformative conversations that need to be had. All right. So by speaking these words, you're going to be taking back your power. All right. So allow Pluto to bring up these bubbling conversations, the ones that are deep and feely. All right. So, like I said, Pluto is bringing up truth and clarity, but Venus is like, I'm not going to get too involved in your shit, but we need to have a talk. All right. Now, so Venus is exactly conjunct Pluto at 7:30 tonight. So we just have this intensity growing all day. All right. So whether it is personal relationships that you need to be talking about or your relationship with money, maybe you're investing in some sort of event or person, place, or thing that is sharing the wealth out somehow, or maybe you are collaborating with someone. You know, there could be a new type of communication, whether oh my God, today my feed has just been flooded with how to write a book. Join this group so you can write a book. Join this thing so you can figure out how to publish. And I'm like, oh, I spoke one conversation about wanting to be an author and having my book idea. And see, look, I'm going to flood my feed with even more book coaching feeds because I'm saying the words. But yeah, it's that type of thing. So this could be publishing, um, collaboration, yeah, just I don't know, speaking gigs. Maybe you are talking with people about going to their events and talking your value content to other people, you know, stuff like that. All right, so now what else? So we still have this Chiron North node in play that is exact on Tuesday, but it's still, they're both at 16 degrees. It's conjunct, all right? So we are healing ourselves as individual. We are acknowledging the past hurts, the ones that have generally stopped us walking forward, all right? Oh, there you go. That sounds amazing. Art languages of the soul. Oh, that sounds beautiful, Kathy. I love that. I love that. All of your stuff is so creative and oh, beautiful. All right. What's that? They do this thing now? Mwah, chef's kiss. I'm like, I like that. All right. So now, in saying that, all right, so we do have that Venus conjunct Pluto later on. So, you know, this openness to speak these conversations is you know the intensity is growing, so if you don't speak the words, then that's when it's like a drain pipe that gets clogged and the pressure builds, you know. So even though you might not have had the bravery to speak these things before, just just pull a little bit of the dirt out. Just say a little thing, and you never know. It might be one of those. The pressure is released, and everything comes out. All right. So it's better to do it gradually, and just even if you have to center yourself and just tell yourself that speaking your truth is it is valuable. It is so valuable to be open, honest, and authentic, because otherwise you're just letting energy fester below, and then you get resentment, and then blah blah blah, then turns into dis-ease and, well, all that sort of stuff. So we don't want that. But there is also a square to Saturn at 10 p.m. All right. So as you can see, that intensity of the Venus Pluto is at 7:30. So the square at 10 p.m., that's growing more in the afternoon, but that could make it feel heavier. So this is why I'm like, address things as early as you can before that square starts to become activated. So then you don't have that, oh, this is too hard. You've just got to really start pulling that blockage out little bit by little bit, and just, I don't know, whatever your tools or tricks of the trade are to make yourself feel protected. Just, I don't know. Again, I'm making it sound like it's a bad thing, and it's not. You know what? It's the perfect time to speak the words. All right. So, now let's move over to tomorrow. So Sunday. So obviously we still have the moon in Gemini. The moon goes into Cancer at 2:25 p.m. on Monday. So we still do have that Gemini, let's have a good old chat. And now that Mercury is in, Mercury is still in Aquarius. It doesn't move into Pisces until next Friday. So, we still have innovation. And like I said, I just like the detached emotional nature of Mercury in Aquarius, because it stops you from getting so tied up with, oh my God, what about if I hurt their feelings? Fuck their feelings. It's your truth. It needs to be spoken. All right. So the moon in Gemini trine Mercury tomorrow is awesome. All right. So we've got the moon being ruled by Gemini in a harmonious aspect to Mercury in Aquarius. And then the moon is also sextile Chiron. All right. So here is more of that old hurts that need to be cleared so that your future path is clear of debris. all right? And it is also sextile the North Node, all right? So we've got that Chiron North Node, we've got Mercury sextile Chiron, sextile North Node, obviously because they're together. But, you know, like, oh, the communication factor this weekend is open, honest, and available to you, all right? So tomorrow, be open to conversations with people about sensitive but healing topics. It's time. These have been affecting your well-being for long enough. It is time to rebuild a stronger foundation. So clear debris left laying around and start from an empowered and fresh place. Okay, so how does that feel for people? And because the moon is because we've got that Venus Pluto, I'm going to draw a card from my normally reserved for Scorpio moon pack, because I just feel like this Pluto Venus influence is just, I mean, look, even tradition, the modern ruler of Scorpio is Pluto. So I'm like, Venus Pluto, let's go for the Scorpio cards. All right, because there is some, you know, it's not comfortable. Probably because I'm due as well and I'm feeling a little bit savage. So watch out, Mickey. But he did just deliver my coffee, so I, you know, got to appreciate that. All right. Oh, missed that one. Mustn't have been the right one. This one here. Oh, I've never seen this one before. Take off your mask. Oh my God. Do you think that's important? I love it when it does that. All right, take off your mask. I love this. Oh, I haven't got my glasses. All right, 11. All right, the words. All right, stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. Oh my God, how perfect is that? All right. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Oh, you can't make this shit up, can you? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfection, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing the things to please others, even if doing this does not work for you? This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you are evolving with other people's judgments of you are no longer impacting you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness. Don't hide your greatness because others feel envious or resentful. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. All right, so that is just absolutely perfect. So, you know, these are the open, honest conversations that need to be had. The Venus renegotiating her contracts, Mercury connecting in with those old hurts and clearing the debris of the new path, and you know, and Michael has just delivered what's in the box. Thank you so much. He remembered and I didn't. Um, but yeah, so I hope this helps you. I hope this puts you in a position where you can think about those things that you are putting off that need to be said. And like I said, with that drain analogy, just start with a little bit and you just don't know what is going to unplug the blockage. You never know. You might just be like, good morning, the imposter syndrome. Wow, there you go. There you go. So if that's your conversation that needs to be had, and you know, like the card said, believe in yourself. You know, this is your life. You know, this, you know what? And regardless of what you believes about, you know, reincarnation or, you know, getting reborn, you are in this life on this earth here right now. All right. You do not know what tomorrow holds. We can have a guesstimate about what the planets could bring up, but you just don't know what is going to happen to you or someone you love tomorrow. So speak the words that need to be spoken. You know, it is so very, very important. So I hope that has helped you. All right. Wow, I'm up to 15 minutes. All right. So I'm going to try video editing today. So this is where I stop the weekend report to put on YouTube, and I will grab the